even if the head of the company can do the right thing, we don't have the same redemption arc because there are a bunch of people in the back room, right? Underqualified and overpaid who are willing to burn everything to the ground. And that is who is in control of the left. A lot of people think that may be the mistake. I don't think it would have helped her. I think it would have hurt her, but she had to go for broke. Didn't go on Joe Rogan's show. Okay. Seems that that's because of, like I've always said, the pushback from her team. You have to appease those people, whether it's an awful sketch that makes air on Stephen Colbert because a black chick wrote it, or it's people managing the billion-dollar campaign who will walk off in protest if you go on the biggest podcast in the world. Jeez. So according to one of Doug Emhoff's staffers, Financial Times, this is where it comes from. It says there was a backlash with some of our progressive staff that didn't want her to be on it, and how there would be a backlash, which I don't really know what that means, the way he says it, and how there would be a backlash. But here's the thing. This is not the first time this has happened, right? We've been following this for a very long time. That's why we were demonetized here on YouTube. Yeah. That's why Susan Wojcicki had to, at the Recode conference, say, well, there was no violation of God, but we had to create new ones because people there at YouTube were threatening to walk off if we were allowed on the platform. So that's one example. You have Facebook as another example. In 2020, right, you had employees who protested Zuckerberg's refusal to ban Trump leading up to the election, right? There was this whole mass calling out sick while working from home during COVID. So Mark Zuckerberg has apologized, and I hope that he's being genuine where he said, yep, we should not have capitulated to the government during COVID. We should not have capitulated on the Hunter Biden laptop story. We were receiving direct communications from, the administration, from intelligence agencies telling us what we had to do, and I'm sorry about that. But he can't actually tell you his real viewpoints now, lest he lose half of his staff. It's not about him. Even if the head of the company can do the right thing, we don't have the same redemption arc because there are a bunch of people in the back room, right? Underqualified and overpaid who are willing to burn everything to the ground. And that is who is in control of the left. When people say, it's a small fringe of people who think trans sports are a thing. No. It's the people who control what is permissible on Facebook and Google. Here's another example. In 2017, right, employees walked out over Donald Trump's immigration ban. Jeez. Which doesn't even make sense. No. Just walked out. This is like when you were a kid. Remember you had like a walkout in your high school? And
feel powerful.
Yeah, but you just did it. Like, I don't even know what it was.
And then you all got like suspended.
Yeah, I did.
I'm running away. I'll be home for dinner.
Yes, exactly.
Make sure I have food and water and shelter still, please.
Yes. Saturday Night Live. Right, 2021 cast members refused to appear alongside Musk. Remember that when he was hosting the show?
I don't understand.
And by the way, Saturday Night Live lost the biggest new comic ever in Shane Gillis. Yeah. Because he said Chinaman. He might have said, you might need to hit the YouTube dump button. I think he might have said when talking about a racist guy going to Chinatown. Right? That was what it was taken from on a podcast.
He's talking about armor.
He was well, yes, exactly. But they lost Shane Gillis. And now you see, okay, everyone who goes to SNL, their careers, Shane Gillis. You think they didn't want to catch that big fish? Of course they did. Yeah. But they couldn't do it. They cannot improve, and by they, I mean the left. I mean, whether it's a candidate or whether it's a company. They cannot improve their product. They cannot correct course because of the people who are entrenched. So I will never hear anyone say, I used to be a Democrat, but the Democrat Party left me. I'm a classical liberal, but nope. These are the people in charge of all of the left's institutions. Well, whether it's academia, whether it's media, whether it's Hollywood, whether it's big tech, these are the people who are running the show.
I don't remember what their reason was at that point because he didn't own Twitter at the time. Twitter was still a thing independent on its own. Obviously, he had a big account there, but was it because he left California for Texas?
Could be.
Is that really it? Because I don't remember him being a controversial.
He was speaking out against
he was a bit outspoken about COVID, and this is April 2021, so this is a year after COVID started.
Right. Yeah.
I assume that's got to be it.
Then you have Oracle. Remember that? Oracle in 2020 employees. They walked out, staged a huge walkout after their company founder there, Larry Ellison, hosted a fundraiser for Donald Trump.
Bold strategy.
Yeah. So hold on a second. No walkouts when 99% of contributions, we've run those numbers for years, went to Democrats in all of big tech companies and firms. Nothing. Not a peep. One guy and you walk out. Also, I'm sorry, I'm going to say this. People will get mad at me. This is the entitlement of employees who don't realize that they're replaceable.
Yeah.
And we have a culture, especially since COVID, we're like, well, I want to work from home. Oh, it's a factory. Yeah, but I don't want to be in there. But it's a foundry. You have to handle melting liquid hot magma. Well, I didn't have to the first 2 years. Well, you can go screw yourself. And then they demand the government step in and enforce a law that doesn't allow businesses to fire them. I think we need a culture of more firing. Genuinely. We need a culture of more firing. We've gotten away from that. Oh, you're really bad. And you don't fire someone just because they're not great at their job. You fire someone because they're hurting someone else at their job. And I will tell you this, I realized this a few years into this company, right? Where it was like,
I remember.
I was awful at firing people. That's a big reason you're here. And
wait, to fire people or because you couldn't fire them?
That could really go
there
both
was
ways.
a period. There was a period of time, to put a specific time. There was a period of time where there was about 20% of the people doing all of the work,
right.
And because I was too much of a pussy because I felt bad firing people. You know what? You had other people who were overworked, overstressed, and it wasn't fair to them because they would show up and they would do the work. And Toolman, yes, you were one of them. Thank you. You still aggravate me, but in the nicest ways. And I had to go, you know what? Hold on a second. This isn't fair. Because I thought, okay, fine, I'll take more of it on. No one's perfect. But then you look at the people who are there, who want to be there, who actually take pride in what they do, and they're being hurt. And you know what? They have families too. You're working at a company where you're on a deadline and you look back at your office and all the cubicles are empty because one guy happens to vote for Donald Trump. You know how awful that is? Do you know how much pressure is now on you? Because you are going to be graded on your performance and the people who aren't there won't because there is no performance to grade. We need to, this is the issue with Disney movies, right? If you're a business owner, you show up, you're the bad dad who doesn't have time. You're the oil man. You know what? I don't know if you know this, but there are a lot of business owners out there who are actually pretty damn compassionate and they want the employees who are doing well to do even better.
Yeah.
But you got to cut the dead weight. Oracle, Facebook, Google, who else have I missed? SNL, who else am I missing here? All of them.
Yeah, it's the bad apple syndrome. It's one bad apple or a bad attitude will contaminate the rest of the team.
Oh, yeah.
And I agree with you, too. A culture of firing, but I think that's just like a subset of a culture of accountability.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yeah.
Really, like from top to bottom.
Yeah.
We have no accountability anywhere. That's why I loved during the debate when Trump told Kamala, he was Kamala or Biden, it was like, you guys don't fire anybody.
Right.
I fired, people left because I fired them.
Right.
They sucked. They did a bad job.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right.
I'll fire more.
And especially when, well, hold on a second. Yeah, I have to fire them because the people are the ones who are bearing the brunt of this. Hey, if you're still watching this video, comment below. Sorry, I'm parched. I can't drink from that. But you can click the video and watch it. But what is it a hat?